Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today's gonna be great. So I linked a hair waver tool recently, and then I had my hair waved with it and everyone was like, oh, do a tutorial. I am not actually that skilled when it comes to styling my hair. I don't have much hairstyling prowess at all, but I'm gonna try and show you and teach you any tips that I do have, and we're just gonna do the hair wave thing, okay? Before we get into it, today's video is sponsored by Briogeo. Thank you so much, Briogeo, for sponsoring me. Thank you to you guys for, supporting me in my endeavors. As always, I really appreciate it. I'm gonna be telling you guys about some of my favorite products from them. I've already mentioned the one before, and you're gonna be like, okay, Sam, we get it. You have like a little thing going on with it, but I'm never gonna stop. So sue me, okay? Or don't. Anyways, let's jump into it. First things first, I'm gonna move this mirror so I can see what I'm doing with my hair. Second things, do I wash my hair every day? No, I don't. Do I even shower every day when I have depression? No, I don't. So dry shampoo is what I need in my life. I've mentioned this in multiple favorites videos, Sephora, VIB sale videos, and so forth. This is the Briogeo Scalp Revival Charcoal and Biotin Dry Shampoo. It's my favorite dry shampoo. I ended up trying this one out because I used to use like an aerosol dry shampoo, and I would run through that shampoo like in 2 weeks. I just found that I was creating a lot of waste with that, and I was trying to look for a different like powder alternative. Issues that I've had kind of with like dry shampoos that are powder formulas in the past is that I didn't appreciate the packaging. It's so odd to me. I'm never going to get over it. I know that I'm just being petty at this point, but it's so odd to me seeing people not liking this packaging on Sephora. Sometimes people are saying that it's like finicky, but I think this packaging is like sheer brilliance. So basically it's a little kind of like puffer thing. So you just squeeze the bottle, and that's how you kind of apply the dry shampoo. So I just shake it up a little bit first, and then you just puff a little bit on. And the thing that I like about that is that you're not having to like dump some out into your hand and then like do that thing. Like I just felt like that never applied enough product for me, or it applied too much product if I tried to take that product like directly onto my hair. And I feel like I have a lot more control with that kind of packaging, so I like that a lot. So I like to start with like kind of the under layers of my hair first rather than going like right on top, just because I don't want to have any kind of like excess product right at the roots when I don't need it on the top there. And also because I like to kind of have this underneath to create a little bit of volume in my hair, because your girl doesn't have a lot of volume in her hair. So I've repurchased this dry shampoo, I think 3 times, or maybe only twice. Regardless, this dry shampoo lasts me months, literal months, in comparison to like 2 weeks. So I really don't have to replace it that often, which is really nice for me because it's just annoying. And like I said, it was creating a lot of waste, and it was expensive as well to keep buying expensive dry shampoo or even cheap dry shampoo that much. So I just put it in my hair like that, and then I just kind of like rub my fingers through and just sort of help to get rid of any of that excess product and move it around. So the charcoal is in there to detoxify the hair and the scalp by absorbing those impurities, and then the biotin is in there to support the health of your hair. The thing that I like the most about this, I feel like I keep starting my sentences like, here's what I like the most, and then following it up with another thing that I like the most. The thing that I like the most of the most is that it doesn't leave my hair feeling gross. Some dry shampoos I find feel really like thick in my hair, or it makes my hair feel kind of like, you know what I mean? It just, I don't know. I just have some horror stories with dry shampoo in the past, but this just feels clean and pleasant. And that's my A+ description, and I really hope you enjoyed. I'm just gonna put a little bit more down here. So if I'm going around my face like this, I'll kind of like cover, if I've done my makeup, I'll kind of cover the side to make sure that I'm not gonna get it on my nice bronzer and highlight. gonna give that one last little brush through. Lovely. There you have it. So the next product I'm going to apply before we start heat styling is the Briogeo Farewell Frizz Rosehip, Argan, and Coconut Oil Blend. So I'm just applying that to the ends of my hair. I don't bring that up too high at all because I don't need to. So the ends of my hair are what's kind of the most fragile for me, especially because obviously my hair is processed, lots of bleach going on in there. I'm not a natural sandy blonde, surprising as that is. So this helps control frizz as well as helps with split ends, stuff like that. So I like to put in a little bit of that before I heat style, and then I'll also put some in afterwards a lot of times as well. What I like to do with this guy is take a really, really small amount. This one's a little bit more liquidy than some oils I've used before, so you guys can kind of see it's like more of like, it's just really liquidy and slippery. So I like to take a small amount and really work that between my fingertips, and then just really work that into the ends of my hair. I'll usually leave my hair for a little bit. Like if I'm kind of prepping my hair, I'll leave that oil in for a little bit before going in and heat styling, so that I'm not like heat styling while that oil is like fresh on the hair, if that makes sense. So I just give it a little while to kind of absorb and get nice and lovely. The smell, well, the smell of the dry shampoo I love, and I've mentioned that before, but the smell of this oil, Kuma feels strongly about it. The smell of this oil is so lovely. How can I describe it to you? I have the worst descriptions of smells. It smells like if you were like walking down the street swiftly and there was a woman in front of you with long flowing hair that you can tell has been recently washed, and you just kind of get like a little like smell, like just a nice like drift into your nostrils of like the smell of her nice, probably luxury shampoo. That's the smell of this oil. It just smells, it's so good. Like it's not overly sweet, which I can find with a lot of hair oils. It's not something that feels like, or smells really chemically rather. It's just really pleasant. I like it a lot. It's really, really beautiful. So this oil has a blend of rosehip, argan, and coconut oil, all of which are really nice for hydrating and repairing like dry and damaged hair. So it's just a nice kind of one to pop in. If I'm washing my hair that day, I'll take that from like, not even like the mid shaft. I take it a little bit lower than the mid shaft right through my ends. I just leave that on my wet hair to air dry and stuff like that. And it's just really beautiful. It's a really nice product. Briogeo is also cruelty free. It's formulated without a lot of bad stuff, such as, let me give you the list. It doesn't contain sulfates, silicones, parabens, phthalates, DEA, or artificial dyes. Before we jump into the styling, just wanted to let you guys know that Briogeo is offering a 20% off limited time early Black Friday discount. So you guys can find all the info for that in the description box below. All the codes, all that good stuff will be down there. Definitely go check it out. I think you guys will dig these products because I do, and I feel like we have similar interests. I don't know, maybe that's why we're all here. Okay. I'm frightened. I just don't know how to tell you and how many times I can tell you that I'm not a hairstylist. So, Carl, Nolan, if you guys are watching this, these are the people that do my hair. If you guys are watching this, please don't judge me. So I'm gonna start by brushing my hair first because I'm not gonna brush my hair after we've styled. Damn, this brush is really nice. Briogeo, like when they sent out an extra oil because I was out of that one, but they sent out this brush as well. It's very pleasant. Anyways, let's talk about this hair tool. It's $27. It's from wow, that's fucking hot, man. It's from Bedhead. Here we are, you can get it on Amazon. All the links and stuff like that will be below. The reason I like this is because, one, it gives me majestic waves. Two, I can do my hair really quickly with it because I hate doing my hair. I'm gonna show you how I use it. It's pretty simple. First things first, there's like a little precariously placed temperature dial here with high and low. I put it somewhere in between. I don't put it all the way up to high. Again, this hair situation, no, we're not doing that today. We're trying to keep this, you know, gentle as we can. I'm gonna take all of my hair forward. I don't even section it at all because that's the joy of crimping your hair. I'm gonna take little sections like this, okay? I'm gonna start not that close to my root. And the first one that I do, I hold it a little bit lighter because I don't wanna get like a really intense crimp right up there. And then the lower I get, I hold it a little bit tighter. So every time I move that thing down, I can kind of almost feel like where the, how can I explain it? I can feel almost like where the last dent was. So I just kind of like make sure I move it so that it's not, do you know what I'm saying? I don't even know what I'm saying. Let me try and show you. This is what I learned from the chick that I originally bought this from. What's her Instagram? Amber Filler Up. So she does one section that's more like this, and then she holds one more vertical and does it. I don't know why, I can't remember what her reasoning was, but I'm gonna do that. So holding it a little bit lighter towards that first one. Okay, so here, I try and feel with the tool and my hairstylist intuition where that deep curl is, so that I don't create a curl too close to it, if that makes sense. So you're getting more uniform waves. I will say, I mean, there's just so many things that I enjoy about this hairstyle, but one of them is that my hair doesn't hold a curl, my hand, anything. It holds nothing. Even if I put in like a ton of hairspray, I still find that like my hair is like, gosh, I just don't know about that. I'm not sure that I want to have this style going on. This style is impenetrable, okay? I will style my hair with this thing, and I basically don't have to style it for the next, gosh, decade. It just stays in my hair. I also really like this because it's so quick and easy to do. Have you ever seen a hair tutorial where they style their hair first, like they curl their hair first and then they put it into an updo? Are you joking? What's wrong with you? How in God's name does anybody have the time? First of all, the patience. Secondly, cannot relate. Okay, I would literally never do that. You couldn't pay me to do that. However, because this little waving tool is so quick and easy, I actually would wave my hair before putting it up in like a little updo situation. I find that it looks particularly cute if you take really, really small sections, like half of what I'm taking now. Maybe I'll do a couple little ones of those, just to really put some unnecessary stress on my hair. But if you do like a couple little sections like that, a little bit closer to the root, it looks really, really cute in like even like a low pony or like a little low bun or something like that, because you just have a little bit of that texture going on. Oh, dang, look at this little thing I got going on here. Okay. Now I'm just having a really fun time. Everyone's like, oh, cool, so you use the tool exactly how I would have assumed. Okay, great. Yeah. Oh, yeah. I like doing these little pieces. Okay, I'm gonna finish doing the majority and then we'll come back and do these little fun bits, okay? Time lapse starts now. Okay, so now the majority is done here. I'm gonna do this little thing that I was doing over here and take little chunks, because I think that's kind of nice. And it can also help to sort of break up if your waves are looking like a little bit too uniform and you want them to look a little bit more messy, which is kind of my whole thing. Because if I tell people that I tried to make my hair look messy, then they're like, oh, cool, that's what you were going for. And I'm like, yeah, it was. And then they just never have to know that it wasn't what I was going for. Do hair tutorials like this not remind you of like the old YouTube? That's what it reminds me of. Like people being like, perfect curls. I love that shit. Anyways, ultimately, this hairstyle for me is convenient because it takes me, if I'm being honest with myself, probably like a solid hour to curl my own hair. I cannot do that swiftly. This isn't a Taylor situation. It's exceedingly slow. It's a large time commitment. It's a commitment that I'm not prepared for because I like to just put my dry shampoo in and go. So normally I put my hair into a low founding father's ponytail because the thought of curling it is simply too much for my fragile state. But this I can do in like 10 minutes, so I do. And then Matt really gets a good reminder that I have not yet let myself go. but we are probably weeks away from that, so. Okay, so at this point, I turn the hair tool off so that I don't accidentally burn down my household. I take my little fingers and I just run my fingers through my hair. I do not like to brush my hair after using this tool. It is a horrific disaster, personally, in my opinion. It just looks really like frizzy and intense and like crazy. When you kind of are like running your fingers through like this, it just sort of like relaxes those waves so they look a little bit more beachy, a little bit more natural, maybe like you slept with braids in last night because you planned ahead sort of thing. If you want, you can take a little bit more oil and put it through kind of like mid to ends. If you feel like you are getting a little bit of frizziness, you can certainly do that. But that's it, guys. That is my little wave tutorial. I'm not sure if that offered you any insight that you didn't have before, but you can just let me know what your thoughts and feelings are in the comments, and I'll read them and either rejoice or perhaps cry. I don't know. We'll just see what you guys feel. So you guys, that's everything for me today. Another huge thank you to BEACHY for sponsoring today's video. You guys can check out that discount for 20% off Black Friday early sale for you and everybody else that wants to join in. It'll be in the description box. BEACHY is just a brand that I really, really like because I feel like they create products that have like intention. It doesn't feel like products that they're just making for no reason. There's a lot of thought going into it. They're making sure that they're not putting in those bad ingredients that are gonna be bad for your hair long term. They're trying to put in a lot of things that are like more natural and, you know, gonna take care of your hair so that you can have it for years to come. Because hair is nice for everyone to have. Okay, that's it for me. Thanks so much for hanging out, you guys. I will see you next time. Peace out.